Welcome to Daily Scripture Reading. I do not own the rights to this music. These are scriptures on humility. Humility, a modest or low view of one's own importance. Humbleness, meekness. I will read the Amplified Version of Luke chapter 14, verses 1 through 11. Jesus heals on the Sabbath. It happened one Sabbath, when he went for a meal at the house of one of the ruling Pharisees, that they were watching him closely and carefully, hoping to entrap him. And there in front of him was a man who had dropsy, extreme swelling. And Jesus asked the lawyers and the Pharisees, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they kept silent. Then he took hold of the man and healed him, and sent him on his way. Then he said to them, "Which one of you, having a son or an ox that falls into a well, will not immediately pull him out on the Sabbath day?" And they were unable to reply to this. Now Jesus began telling a parable to the invited guests when he noticed how they had been selecting the places of honor at the table, saying to them, "When you are invited by someone to a wedding feast, do not sit down to eat at the place of honor, since a more distinguished person than you may have been invited by the host. And he who invited both of you will come and say to you, 'Give this man your place.' And then, in disgrace, you proceed to take the last place. But when you are invited, go and sit down to eat at the last place, so that when your host comes, he will say to you, 'Friend, move up higher.' And then you will be honored in the presence of all who are at the table with you. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled before others, and he who habitually humbles himself, keeps a realistic self-view, will be exalted." The end. God bless you, and thank you for joining me today.